Hey guys, so I'm here today to film a video about IMATS. Now, I have been going to IMATS for probably 6 or 7 years now, and I've gone every year religiously. I go to IMATS Toronto because I live outside of the GTA, and this is the first year in, like I said, 6 or 7 years that I'm not going, and I thought I would film a video on why I'm not going to IMATS and why I kind of don't think IMATS is worth it anymore. So I've been going to IMATS since it first started, since before going to IMATS was cool, if I'm being honest. When I first went, there were no crazy lineups. It was pretty cool, calm, and collected. Morphe booths were empty. Nobody cared about them, but they were there. But over the last few years, it has gotten crazier and crazier. The lineups for Morphe are absolutely insane. And literally they close the line usually after about 2 hours because the lineup is like a 5-hour lineup, which is ridiculous, insane. It's ridiculous and insane. That's all. I have no other words for it. So I was thinking about IMATS. I was thinking about what I buy at IMATS, and so I actually made a list of what I bought the last 2 years at IMATS. I calculated the pricing for what I paid because I have filmed hauls, so in the hauls I usually list the prices. And I calculated the regular price and kind of broke down whether or not I thought I was worth it. Part of the problem, I think, is that you're buying stuff that you don't need. You're buying stuff that, even when I made a list, I bought stuff that like I don't want, that I threw out, that I got rid of. Because the issue with IMATS is like there's no return policy, and some of the discounts aren't that great, especially now that there are some brands that are more readily available in Canada. So I'm going to go through basically my list of what I bought last year and what I bought this year and what I think is worth it and what's not, so that you can kind of get an idea of the pricing, discounts that are given at IMATS, and if you think it's worth it for you to go. So keep in mind that the tickets for IMATS are $50. Now, usually in the past I've bought the like pre-sale tickets, which you have to buy like months in advance. I think it's like 2 months in advance. But I looked at ticket prices. My pre-sale ticket last year was $50, but then I was looking at prices this year and they're $50 now when IMATS is in a few weeks. So I think that they either got rid of the pre-sale prices or they changed the pricing, but either way, it works out to being about $50 to attend. So you think about that, you have to buy enough stuff, the discount equates to you saving more than $50, and like a lot more, because I feel like if I'm only saving $100, like, is that worth it? So I'm gonna go through my list of what I bought last year and kind of talk about the products, if I still use them, if I still like them, if I think the discount was worth it. So Kat Von D gives you 20% off. Now, this is not bad, but they are charging taxes and they do make you pay via credit. And the way I look at it is 2 times a year, 3 times this year, Sephora has the VIB sale. You get 20% off of your VIB Rouge, which I am. So for me, it's not really worth it to buy Kat Von D at IMATS to pay an admission price to get access to products I could buy at Sephora for 20% off, because I can't return these. I bought the foundation 2 years ago and both of her concealers. I got rid of the concealers. I'm keeping the foundation, but I honestly don't wear it. I bought liquid lipsticks last year, but I accidentally bought Exorcism, which I already own, instead of buying Vampira, which I couldn't return. So I just feel like for 20% off, it's not really worth your time or your money. Then I went to Makeup Forever. Now, Makeup Forever is one of the booths that is actually worth it because they give you 40% off. But again, you have to be buying a lot of stuff for it to matter. So like last year, I bought these Aqua XL cream products. I don't use them. Literally, I don't use them at all. Same with the Starlit powder. I got the purpley one. It's kind of more of like a pink than a purple. I don't use this either. Like, they weren't expensive because I got the 20% off or the 40% off discount, but like still not totally worth it. The year before that, I bought the Makeup Forever HD foundation. Now, this was a repurchase for me because I knew that I loved it, and I am gonna have to repurchase it at some point, but like, again, it's not worth the admission price to get one thing. Like, you have to be spending tons of money for it to matter. So then also last year, I bought the color switch, which was the Veramona color switch. It's not in this room. I have it out in my living room. Don't ask why. It was $17. Regular price is $24. That I still use to this day, and I love it. But again, I could probably buy a knockoff one for cheaper, or I would pay the full price for that. The next thing are my Smith brushes, which I will say were totally worth it. Smith brushes are really hard to get in Canada. You really have to order them online, and it's US pricing. So these were $24. when I purchased them, but they were $27 on the website in US dollars, so that works out to about $35 a brush. I only bought 2 brushes, but still. I mean, I will say that the Smith brushes are worth it, but other brush companies that are there, I honestly don't think are worth it. Like, Crown and Royal Langlickel, I personally don't like. I like Hakuhodo. Again, it's a really pricey brush like the Smith brushes. And like, Morphe's not that great, sorry. And then you got the Beauty Blender. Now, Beauty Blenders, usually what they are, I think they're like 20 bucks if you buy the one. And they're 26 in Canada. So you're saving $6 there. Usually my friends and I buy like a 6-pack and split it between us. So it works out to be about $16 a Beauty Blender. So again, that one's a good deal, but is it enough of a deal? And then I went to the Friends booth last year and I brought the ABH Brow Definer, which I have here. It was $20 US and they were charging US dollars on your credit card, which works out to, actually, you know what? Oh no, this is $20. I think I converted, I think it was 17. So this was $20, they were charging US prices. I don't like this, I don't use it, I can't return it. And I also bought the Lorac Pro palette, which I've also gotten rid of. The impulse buys, they kill you. And then MAC was having 30% off, but I bought one thing. So last year I ended up spending $302, and the total retail price of my items was $426, which means I saved $70 after you take off the $50 ticket fee. And then you have to also take into consideration that you're paying for parking to go down there, you're gonna have to pay for food. Like, it just adds up. Like, usually I'll take the GO train, which will cost me about $15 for a round trip. Or last year my friend drove, and then I was like, well, because you're driving, paying for gas, I'll pay for parking, which was $20. So that's another $20 on top of the $50. So you're really sending out $70 in just like the tickets and transportation to get there. And then the year before that, only other things on top of those that I bought was Benefit was 40% off, which is a pretty good deal. I'm not sure if it was 40% off last year again, but I don't buy a lot of stuff from Benefit. There are some things from Benefit that I love, but it's not stuff that I need to repurchase a lot, because I used to love their Goof Proof pencil, and I probably still would, but they don't make one that's ashy enough for me. Like, this is number 4, which is just a warm toned brown, and the other ones are almost, the darker colors aren't ashy enough for me. Like, I want like a really ashy brow, so I wouldn't buy that again. Again, I bought Beauty Blenders last year. I bought Embryolisse last year, which was 2 years ago, which was $28, which isn't bad because it is $39 at Shoppers Drug Mart. But at the same time, I can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart now, which means that I can get it during their Spend Your Points events or during their Double Your Points events or whatever events they have, and it's just easier to get your hands on now. And then I also had purchased Cinema Secrets, which was $36, which is $50 Canadian on the Sephora website, which is a little pricier. But again, if I wait for the 20% off sale, I'm saving probably not as big of a discount, but still pretty close. So then 2 years ago, I did go to Morphe. My friends and I, what we did was 4 of us would go. We would take places like tag teaming in the line. So 2 of us wait in line and 2 of us would go shop, and then the people who were shopping would come back and we'd switch places until we got to the front of the Morphe line. So Morphe last year, here's the thing with Morphe. Morphe is available in Canada now. They have a Canadian website now, which means that they're not, like, before they weren't offering us discounts at Morphe at IMATS because they were like, we're just like here and you should be thankful for that. And I just don't think Morphe's gonna offer discounts in general because they're fucking Morphe. They don't need to. They have every influencer pushing their shit. And I bought brushes last year, like, I bought the M510, which was $10. It's $11 on the Canadian website, so I saved $1. I bought the E14, which was $16. It's $19 on the Canadian website. I saved $4. R35 was $5, and it's $5 on the website, so I got the same. The concealer is $6 on the website. I paid $5. So, like, you're not saving any money. Before, it was kind of cool because, like, you didn't have access to Morphe. The shipping prices to Canada were astronomical, but they have a Canadian website now, and it's free shipping over $60 in Canada. So really, is it worth waiting in a 3 to 4 hour lineup to get into Morphe to pay $50 admission to get access to their products that you can now get in Canada whenever you want? I think no. And then last year, again, from Makeup Forever, I ordered a, like I mentioned, I ordered this, and I also got 2 lipsticks. These ones, they were $16, originally $27. So last year I spent $237 and my products retailed for $299. So I saved $12 after my coupon or after my tickets, and that doesn't include transportation. So I just think that really these, like, IMATS is supposed to be for makeup artists. That was its purpose, and it kind of just like transformed into this monster of consumerism for all the people who are obsessed with makeup. And I think the first few years I went, it was worth it because I was buying more stuff and it was a cool experience, and it was years ago when a lot of brands weren't available in Canada, but now it's a lot easier to get a lot of these brands in Canada, and I just think that I'm not buying as much because I have so much makeup that for me it's not worth it. 100% if you're a makeup artist and you're trying to build your kit, it's totally worth it because you'll be buying lots of stuff. But if you're budgeting yourself for like $300 to $400, it's literally not worth it. The price of the ticket, plus what you're saving, plus what you could be buying at Sephora and this extra shit you're gonna buy that you're never gonna use, I just think that you're putting yourself in a place where you're just like, need to buy everything, and then you get home and you're like, why did I buy this? I didn't need this. And I just think that I personally like to buy from places like Sephora or Shoppers where I can return products when I'm done, when I don't like them, because like I'm really picky and I don't like to waste money. So this year I'm foregoing IMATS, which is so weird to me, but there's nothing I need. Like, maybe I need a beauty blender, but I'll just pay full price for it, or I'll wait till the 20% off sale at Sephora. Maybe I need a new Embryo Lease, but I can buy that at Shoppers, and I have like $200 worth of points at Shoppers. Like, I would like some Smith brushes, but like I can just place an order and pay full price for those because I'm not gonna buy enough that I'm going to save enough money to go through the physical and like emotional trauma that is IMATS and also spend the money on the admission tickets. Makeup Forever, I don't really need anything from right now, like maybe one foundation, but like again, I'll just do 20% off instead of 40% off. It doesn't end up being that huge of a difference. Kat Von D I can get during the 20% off sale. Anastasia for the 20% off sale. Makeup Forever or MAC you can now get during the 20% off sale probably because they're available at Sephora. And then other than that, Morphe I can order online for the same price with free shipping to my door. So I just don't think IMATS is worth it, if I'm being honest. I think if you want to go for the experience, sure, go, but I just think that when you think about it and you actually put down the numbers and realize how much money you spent and how much money you saved, as well as the price of the ticket, it's totally not worth it. And if you're buying the 2-day ticket, I believe it's $75, although I don't know why anyone would want to go on the Sunday. Everything's ravaged by Sunday. But yeah, I just don't think that it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Should I say that one more time in this video? I don't think it's worth it. I just think you're spending more money than you would, and it's like you have it in your mind that everything's on sale, so you must be saving money, but when you actually put the numbers down, you're kind of not. So if you're gonna go there and spend thousands of dollars, maybe you'll save more money, but is it stuff you need? Is it stuff you're going to use? We're kind of like in this weird consumerism place where you need everything and then you never use it. I mean, no shade, because I am 100% the same person, but I don't think IMATS is worth it, and it's fucking chaos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you guys think about IMATS, if you think it's worth it, if you think it's kind of gotten out of control now that beauty bloggers have blown up, because it used to be super chill and like mostly for makeup artists, and now it's just like hordes of tweens. Hordes of tweens. So let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.